Do you know what can change the course of your life in the next 365 days? It isn't a $1 million investment. It isn't a magical opportunity that falls from the sky. It isn't even luck. What will change your life in 2026 is how you use the next 60 minutes. Just 1 hour, that's all. 1 hour every single day. It sounds small, doesn't it? But the truth is, greatness is not born in giant leaps. It's built in moments. Those 60 minutes you waste scrolling, doubting, procrastinating, or waiting, that's time stolen from your destiny. And the scary part, you may never get it back. But the brave, the relentless, the ones who refuse to settle, they know this. They know that 1 hour every day dedicated to growth, focus, and action will compound into a life that others only dream about. 2026, I want you to understand this. Your dreams are waiting, but they will not wait for you. That 1 hour, the hour you refuse to let excuses steal, is the difference between the life you live and the life you deserve. This is not theory, this is action, this is reality. And today I am challenging you to take it seriously because no one else will do it for you. Every hour counts. Every decision counts. Every moment of courage counts. Have you ever noticed how some people show up in your life at the exact moment you are struggling, pretending they care, pretending to support you, but deep down their eyes are calculating, their words are weapons? These are the people who will smile at you while secretly hoping you fail. They will ask, "Are you okay?" with a tone that makes you question your own worth. And if you stumble, they are the first to say, "Well, I told you this would happen." You feel their concern, you feel the warmth of their words, but behind that mask is a celebration of your pain. They feed on it like it's nourishment, like your struggle is entertainment. And if you are not careful, you can be blinded by the guise of care, thinking they are on your side. But the truth is, their joy lies in your discomfort. And it's subtle, it's quiet. It's hidden behind advice, behind fake smiles, behind empty gestures that seem supportive but are designed to remind you of your vulnerabilities. They are never truly happy for you. They are only happy when you falter. These people are masters of disguise. They've perfected the art of looking concerned while secretly plotting your hesitation. They will ask questions that seem innocent, questions like, "Are you sure you can handle this?" Or, "Do you really think that's a good idea?" And as they ask, they smile, they nod, they act like a confidant, but every word is a seed planted in your mind, a subtle reminder that maybe you aren't ready, that maybe you should doubt yourself. And if you fail, if you fall short of what you hoped, they will act like they saw it coming all along. You will think it was your own fault, your own mistake, but deep down, you will feel the sting of betrayal that was hidden in plain sight. They are not your friends. They are not your supporters. They are spectators of your life, cheering only when it suits them and mourning secretly when you rise above their expectations. You must learn to recognize these people because they are dangerous, even if their weapons are invisible. Their support is conditional and their love is shallow. They are present when life is comfortable, when the path is easy, when there is nothing to lose. But the moment the storm hits, the moment you are tested, their true colors emerge. Suddenly, concern turns into critique, advice turns into judgment, and your pain becomes their entertainment. They smile as if they care, but they are recording every misstep in their mind. Every moment of weakness, every moment of hesitation is like fuel to their hidden fire. They celebrate your pain while pretending to mourn it. They are wolves in sheep's clothing, pretending to shepherd your life while secretly hoping you wander off the path. If you allow them in, if you let them close, if you confide in them, you are handing them power over your emotions. They will use your vulnerability as a stage to perform their hidden joy. And you may never realize it at first because they are patient. They do not rush. They bide their time. A word here, a smile there, a gesture of support, all carefully calculated to keep you exposed. They know that when you are uncertain, when you are struggling, when you doubt yourself, you are more likely to listen, more likely to absorb their disguised criticism as truth. They know exactly how to manipulate your mind while keeping their intentions invisible. And if you are not alert, If you are not discerning, you will be caught in their trap without ever understanding that your pain is their silent celebration. You may wonder why anyone would act this way, why someone would pretend to care but secretly celebrate your struggles. The answer is simple. Insecurity breeds envy. They cannot bear to see you grow, to see you succeed, to see you thrive. Your achievements highlight their own shortcomings. Your courage illuminates their fear, and your resilience mocks their inability to act. So when you falter, when you stumble, when life hits you hard, their hidden delight surfaces as fake concern. They feel a sense of control over your misfortune, a satisfaction in knowing that their judgment and criticism have left a mark. And they will never tell you the truth. They will never admit their joy in your pain, because then their disguise is gone. They thrive in secrecy, in the hidden corners of your life, celebrating silently while appearing supportive in the open. This is why it is critical to guard your heart and protect your energy. Do not allow your struggles to be shared with those who do not have pure intentions. Do not let someone's disguised concern manipulate your emotions or distort your reality. Learn to recognize the difference between true support and hidden celebration. True support lifts you even when you fail. True support encourages you to try again without judgment. True support celebrates your courage, not your missteps. But those who celebrate your pain will always look for ways to remind you of your failures, to keep you small, to keep you insecure. They cannot be trusted with your vulnerability, and you must be vigilant in keeping them at a distance. Even when their words feel comforting, even when their actions seem helpful, test the truth behind the intention. Ask yourself, is this person celebrating my victories or my struggles? Do they rejoice in my growth, or do they feed on my pain? The ones who truly care will stand with you, shoulder to shoulder, in both joy and struggle, but the ones who secretly celebrate your pain will never admit it. They will never support you unconditionally. Handing them not part of your Armageddon, they will never support you unconditionally. Their love is conditional, their encouragement is manipulative, and their smiles hide agendas. Understanding this will save you from countless disappointments, heartbreaks, and wasted energy. Do not let these disguised celebrators control your story. Take back your power. Stand strong even when they attempt to undermine you. Let your growth and success be the response to their hidden joy. When they see you rise despite their silent celebration, they will have no choice but to acknowledge your strength. And that, my friend, is the ultimate victory. Thriving in spite of the ones who hoped you would fail. You do not need their validation. You do not need their approval. Their celebration of your pain is nothing compared to the fire that burns within you. Remember this. Your life is yours alone. Your pain is not theirs to enjoy. Your struggles are not a stage for their silent amusement. And your victories are yours to celebrate, not theirs to overshadow. Recognize the disguised concern, protect your heart, and focus on your growth relentlessly. The moment you understand this, you will no longer be shaken by the hidden agendas of others. You will no longer hand over your power to those who secretly cheer when you stumble. You will rise unapologetically, and your life will become a testament to the fact that no one can diminish your light, not even those who pretend to care. Your focus must be unbreakable. Your energy must be guarded. Your mind must be discerning. Because the world is full of people who will wear concern as a mask while celebrating your pain behind your back. And the moment you realize this, the moment you refuse to let it touch you, you take control of your life, your happiness, and your destiny. The one who celebrates your pain cannot compete with the one who celebrates your courage. The one who refuses to be shaken, the one who stands strong, the one who rises regardless. Have you ever met someone who calls themselves a mentor, a friend, or a guide, but every word they speak chips away at your confidence? They speak with authority, with conviction, and with an air of experience, but hidden beneath their polished exterior is a desire to control, to diminish, to make you doubt yourself. They will offer advice that seems wise, guidance that sounds reasonable, but if you listen closely, you begin to notice a pattern. Every suggestion subtly questions your ability. Every recommendation implies that you are not enough. And the dangerous part is this. You think they are helping you. You think they are steering you towards success, but in reality, they are steering you toward insecurity. They wear the mask of mentorship, but behind it, they are quietly delighted each time you hesitate, each time you question your own instincts, each time you falter under their influence. They will ask questions like, are you sure you're ready for this? Or do you really think you can handle it? On the surface, these questions seem caring, even considerate, but the undertone is loud and clear. I doubt you. And every time you internalize that doubt, you give them power over your decisions. You begin to second guess yourself. You begin to wonder if your dreams are too big, if your courage is misplaced, if your effort is meaningless. And while you are wrestling with your own thoughts, they sit back and smile, quietly pleased that their words planted seeds of uncertainty. They will never admit their agenda. They thrive in the shadows, where manipulation and disguised guidance meet. These people have perfected the art of looking like a supporter while secretly undermining you. They will applaud your small victories, but they will never let you feel fully confident. They will celebrate your partial success only to remind you of what you haven't done yet. They will speak encouragement, but the encouragement is laced with criticism disguised as advice. And the cruelest part, you may begin to rely on them, thinking their insights are the key to your growth. You may hand over your power without even realizing it, believing that the person guiding you has your best interests at heart, while in truth they are just keeping you small enough to be comfortable in their own insecurity. The danger lies not only in their manipulation, but in how cleverly it is hidden. They are not blatant enemies, they are invisible saboteurs. They do not tell you to fail outright. They don't say, I hope you fall. That would be too obvious, too easy to fight against. Instead, they build a web of subtle discouragement, doubts, and misleading advice. Every encounter leaves you questioning yourself, wondering if you are making the right decisions, if you are capable, if you are truly ready. The longer you stay under their influence, the more your confidence erodes, until you begin to second guess even your own instincts, your own intuition, your own heart. You must recognize this pattern before it is too late. Confidence is fragile. It grows with encouragement, with trust, with the knowledge that you are capable. But when someone masquerades as a guide while planting seeds of doubt, your confidence becomes their playground. They feed on hesitation. They thrive on self-doubt, and they manipulate your emotions while pretending to care. They will never openly admit their goal is to diminish your confidence. Instead, they package every undermining word as wisdom, every critique as insight, every warning as protection. And if you are not careful, you will mistake their disguised sabotage for genuine guidance. The truth is this: a true guide uplifts you even when correcting you. A true mentor empowers you to trust yourself, to trust your instincts, to trust your capacity to act boldly. A true supporter does not make you doubt yourself. They make you believe you are unstoppable. But the ones who pretend to guide you while undermining your confidence are dangerous, because they wear the face of authority and wisdom. Their words echo in your mind long after the conversation is over, shaping your self-perception, influencing your choices, and limiting your potential. Do not let these disguised underminers hold the keys to your confidence. Stand firm in your belief in yourself, even when they question your decisions. Recognize their methods, see through their masks, and understand that their influence is not a reflection of your ability. It is a reflection of their insecurity. You are more capable than they will ever admit, and no one has the right to make you doubt your worth. Your confidence is sacred, and it must be defended with unwavering vigilance. When someone pretends to guide you but actually undermines you, it is not only about the words. They are attacking your spirit, your vision, your courage. They aim to weaken your foundation so that you question every step forward. But the moment you realize this, the moment you refuse to internalize their disguised criticism, you regain your power. You no longer give them control over your emotions. You no longer allow them to dictate your sense of worth. Your confidence becomes unshakable, grounded in your own abilities, fueled by your own conviction, and strengthened by your refusal to let others dim your light. Understand this deeply. The ones who undermine you while pretending to guide you are trying to keep you dependent, insecure, and small. But your life, your dreams, and your potential are too valuable to be managed by someone else's agenda. Protect your confidence like your life depends on it. because it does. Let every disguised critic, every false guide, every masked underminer witness that your self-belief cannot be shaken, that your resolve cannot be broken, and that your spirit is untouchable. Stand tall, speak boldly, act decisively, trust yourself. For every person who pretends to guide you while secretly undermining your confidence, remember this: your courage, your faith in yourself, and your relentless pursuit of your dreams will always outshine their disguised sabotage. And that, my friend, is how you rise above those who seek to hold you back while pretending to lift you up. There are people in your life who will always have an opinion about what you should be doing, where you should be going, and who you should become. They speak with authority. They smile, they nod, and they act like they are there to guide you. But the truth is, while they claim to help, they are experts at distraction. Every conversation, every suggestion, every friendly advice slowly pulls your focus away from what truly matters. They want you busy, preoccupied, and tangled in tasks that have nothing to do with your dreams. Because the less you move toward your purpose, the more control they feel. They don't want to see you thrive. They want to see you comfortable in mediocrity, so that their influence over you remains unchallenged. And if you are not careful, you will follow their advice thinking it is helping you, only to discover years later that you've drifted far from your calling while they watched, quietly satisfied that you were misled. The danger of these people is subtle. They don't confront you with threats or obvious sabotage. No, they dress their distractions in the clothes of concern. They ask, "Are you sure you should be doing that?" Or, "Have you thought about this other path?" They package their suggestions with care, but underneath is a hidden agenda. They want to control the narrative of your life. They want to keep you busy with trivialities, while your purpose waits, neglected and hungry. Every hour you spend on their distractions is an hour stolen from your destiny. Every moment of hesitation, every diverted focus is a chance they take to keep you from rising. And you, thinking they are helping, unknowingly hand over your energy and your time, the two most valuable currencies you have. You must understand this clearly. Your purpose is sacred. It is a fire within you that cannot be tamed by others' opinions, others' agendas, or others' distractions. The moment someone begins to convince you to spend your time on anything that doesn't propel you forward is the moment you must question their motives. Do they truly care about your success, or are they simply shaping your path to serve their comfort? True help moves you closer to your goals. True guidance aligns with your vision. Anything that pulls you off course, anything that diverts your energy is not help. It is a form of manipulation. And if you continue to let it happen, you risk losing not just hours, but years of potential and progress. Distraction, dressed as help, is dangerous because it is convincing. It feels supportive. It feels like someone has your back. It whispers in your ear that you are making mistakes, that you should consider other options, that perhaps your way is too risky. And when you hesitate, when you pause to think, they smile and say, "See, I told you to reconsider." You begin to doubt yourself. You begin to question your path. And as doubt creeps in, the fire of your purpose flickers. You start juggling priorities that are not yours, solving problems that do not belong to you, and chasing dreams that are someone else's idea of success. Meanwhile, your true calling waits silently, yearning for your full attention, hungry for your commitment. This is why discernment is critical. You must learn to separate genuine guidance from clever distraction. A person who truly wants to help you will never pull you away from your purpose. They will never make you doubt your path, nor will they delight in your hesitations. They will challenge you, yes, but their challenges will strengthen your focus, sharpen your resolve, and propel you forward. Disguised distractions, however, do the opposite. They erode your energy, cloud your judgment, and create confusion that slows your progress. And the more you allow them to infiltrate your life, the further you drift from the destiny you were meant to claim. Understand this: every distraction comes with a cost. Every hour spent on tasks that do not matter, every ounce of energy wasted on others' agendas is a loss you cannot recover. The moment you allow someone to divert you under the guise of help, you surrender a piece of your potential. The moment you let their opinions steer your decisions, you give them power over your life that they do not deserve. And if you are not vigilant, you will wake up one day wondering why you are so far from where you dreamed you would be, while wondering how the people you trusted so deeply had contributed to your detour. You must guard your purpose like it is sacred. Protect your time like it is gold. Respect your energy like it is your most valuable asset, because the people who claim to help while distracting you are waiting for you to slip, waiting for you to drift, waiting for you to settle for less than what you were born to achieve. And when you finally recognize their disguise, you will realize that every moment of distraction was a test of focus, a test of self-awareness, and a test of your commitment to your calling. Those who persist, those who refuse to be led astray will rise above. Those who falter will remain lost in the fog of others' agendas, their potential unrealized. The harsh truth is that the world is full of these disguised distractors. They are everywhere, in friendships, in workplaces, even in families. And if you allow them, they will keep you spinning in circles, busy but going nowhere, occupied but unfulfilled. You cannot afford to give them that power. You cannot afford to let them rewrite your priorities. The moment you recognize a disguised distractor, the moment you see their intentions for what they are, you must take immediate action, refocus, reclaim your energy, and redirect your attention to what truly matters. Do not let anyone steal your hours under the guise of help. Do not let anyone convince you that your path is wrong when your heart and vision tell you otherwise. Your purpose is a sacred fire, and every minute spent distracted is a minute your fire is dimmed. Protect it, nurture it, honor it. And when you move forward, you will not only achieve what others cannot imagine, you will also show the world that no disguised distraction can control the trajectory of someone determined to rise. Stand firm, guard your focus, prioritize your calling above all else. For every person who claims to help but secretly distracts, there is a stronger, more determined you waiting to claim your destiny. Let the distractions fall away, let the false guidance fade, and let your purpose take center stage. Your life will never be the same again. Some people will come into your life and wrap their manipulation in a cloak of concern. They will act like they care, like they are watching over you, like they are invested in your happiness. But every action, every word, every gesture is carefully calculated to provoke, control, or weaken you. They know exactly how to pull at your heartstrings, how to use your kindness against you, and how to twist your empathy into guilt. They will make you feel responsible for their moods, their failures, their frustrations, and their happiness. And if you are not careful, you will begin to believe it. You will begin to feel that your purpose, your decisions, and even your feelings exist to serve them. Their care is not genuine. It is a weapon. It is a tool used to shape you, to bend you, to hold you in a place that benefits them while draining your spirit. These manipulators are skilled actors. They know exactly how to provoke emotion and then offer comfort, creating a cycle of dependence that makes you question your own judgment. One moment, they will make you feel guilty for pursuing your dreams. The next moment, they will console you, making you believe that they understand and support you. And while you are caught in this emotional whirlwind, they are gaining control over your mind, your heart, and your actions. They will make you doubt yourself while convincing you that it is for your own good. Every tear you shed for them, every sleepless night spent worrying about them, every ounce of energy you pour into fixing their emotions is energy stolen from your life. You may wonder why someone would behave this way, why anyone would manipulate your emotions under the guise of care. The answer is fear. Fear of losing control, fear of being exposed, fear that someone else's success will highlight their inadequacies. They cannot celebrate you without feeling diminished. They cannot allow your growth without feeling threatened. And so they manipulate, they twist, they provoke, and then they console, keeping you tethered, keeping you unsure, keeping you doubting yourself. Their care is conditional. Their concern is transactional. Their love is performative. And if you do not recognize it, you will remain trapped in a web of their making. The insidious nature of this manipulation is its subtlety. They are not obvious villains. They do not announce their intentions. Instead, they craft moments of emotional dependency, building a pattern where you begin to question your own instincts, your own worth, and your own decisions. When you are emotionally vulnerable, they strike, planting doubts, stirring fears, and creating insecurities. And then when you start to falter, they swoop in with feigned concern, making you feel grateful for their support. You become caught in a loop where your emotional energy is continuously redirected towards someone who thrives on your instability. To survive this, you must cultivate awareness and emotional resilience. You must recognize that not everyone who claims to care actually does. True care uplifts, strengthens, and empowers. Manipulative care isolates, diminishes, and controls. Pay attention to the patterns, not the words. Watch how you feel after interactions with these people. Do you feel stronger, inspired, and confident, or do you feel drained, doubtful, and anxious? That is the test. And the moment you see the truth, the moment you acknowledge their manipulation, you reclaim the power that has been quietly siphoned from you. The path to freedom from manipulators begins with setting boundaries. Do not allow them access to your emotions in ways that compromise your strength or your clarity. Protect your heart, protect your energy, protect your focus. Their influence only lasts as long as you allow it. When you stop feeding their manipulative cycles, when you refuse to internalize their disguised concern, when you stand firm in your self-worth, you cut the chains they use to hold you down. You reclaim your life. Understand this clearly. Your emotions are yours alone. No one has the right to dictate how you feel, how you think, or how you respond. Manipulators thrive when they can provoke fear, doubt, or guilt. They thrive when you forget who you are and what you are capable of. But the moment you recognize their tactics, the moment you refuse to participate in their drama, the moment you protect your heart and mind, you become untouchable. You become free. You rise above their games, and your life begins to reflect the clarity, focus, and strength that they tried to steal. You must also learn the difference between empathy and exploitation. True care is patient, consistent, and unconditional. Manipulation is impatient, calculated, and conditional. True support celebrates your growth. Manipulation thrives on your uncertainty. When you can distinguish these two clearly, you will no longer be swayed by the masks people wear. You will no longer allow disguised agendas to control your decisions or steal your peace. You will act from a place of truth, power, and self-respect. Do not be afraid to confront these manipulations, even if it requires tough love and distance. Sometimes the people who claim to care the most are the ones who drain the most. And distance is not cruelty, it is clarity. Distance allows you to regain perspective, energy, and focus on your own path. It allows you to respond from a place of strength rather than emotional reactivity. Protecting yourself is not selfish, it is necessary for your growth, your purpose, and your life. Finally, remember this: manipulators can never diminish the fire within you unless you allow them. Their disguised care is powerless against someone who knows their worth, someone who guards their heart, someone who refuses to be led astray by emotional games. Stand strong, set boundaries, trust yourself, and as you move forward, let your life shine as proof that no one's manipulation can control the trajectory of someone determined to rise, thrive, and succeed. Some people will enter your life and talk about vision, ambition, and growth, and they will make you believe they are there to lift you higher. They use words like motivation, potential, and success, and they speak with charisma and passion that makes you feel excited, hopeful, and ready to conquer. But the reality is different. While they talk about dreams, they drain your energy. They fill your mind with confusion, doubt, and pressure while pretending it's inspiration. They make you believe that their constant advice, their endless stories, and their emotional highs and lows are helping you, but in truth, every interaction leaves you exhausted, anxious, and questioning yourself. By the time you leave their presence, you feel lighter, neither in spirit nor in purpose. You feel spent, distracted, and unsteady. And all the while they smile, pretending they gave you a gift, when in reality they took your most valuable resource, your energy. Energy is life, your focus, your clarity, your drive. All of it comes from your inner reservoir. The moment someone begins to drain you while pretending to inspire you, they are stealing not just your time, but your ability to act. They will speak in lofty words, in phrases meant to spark ambition, but the effect is the opposite. You leave confused, unsure, and hesitant. Your mind races, but your progress stalls. You wonder if it's you, if you are too weak, if you lack what it takes. Meanwhile, they sit back satisfied, because the more they leave you questioning, the more you remain dependent on their so-called wisdom. They never give, they only take, disguised as giving. The danger is subtle, almost invisible. These energy drainers wrap themselves in charisma and good intentions that make you feel as though you are learning, growing, and moving closer to your dreams. But the truth is that they are experts in creating mental chaos. They overwhelm you with ideas, obligations, and emotional highs that are unsustainable. They encourage you to chase too many directions at once, to adopt their strategies and to measure your progress by their standards. And as you follow, you find yourself exhausted, frustrated, and burned out, not because you are weak, but because they never intended to strengthen you. You must learn to distinguish genuine inspiration from disguised exhaustion. True inspiration fuels action. It ignites passion and clarity. It leaves you with a sense of purpose, determination, and hope. Energy drainers, on the other hand, leave you with more questions than answers, more fear than courage, and more doubt than belief. They pretend to ignite your fire, but in reality, they are pouring cold water over it while convincing you that the dampness is part of the process. They are masters of manipulation disguised as cheerleaders, keeping you spinning in circles while your dreams remain stagnant. Sometimes the most dangerous people are not the critics, the saboteurs, or the manipulators. They are the ones who pretend to inspire. They talk about passion but kill your momentum. They speak of potential but drain your will. They give advice that sounds motivational, but leaves your mind cluttered, your heart tired, and your spirit heavy. And the cruelest part is that you begin to believe they are helping. You begin to think that this chaos is necessary for growth, that the exhaustion is a test, that the confusion is a sign of learning, and all the while your energy, your focus, your clarity, your most vital tools are being siphoned off. To survive and thrive in life, you must protect your energy as fiercely as your time and your heart. You cannot allow anyone, no matter how convincing, to leave you depleted under the guise of inspiration. You must evaluate how you feel after interactions. Do you feel energized, confident, and clear, or drained, confused, and uncertain? That feeling is your compass. It will tell you whether the person in your life is truly lifting you up or quietly wearing you down. Your energy is sacred. Guard it, defend it, protect it. Understand this: real inspiration is empowering. It encourages action, it fuels clarity, it strengthens confidence, it makes you feel lighter, sharper, and unstoppable. Fake inspiration is exhausting. It clouds your mind, saps your drive, and makes you dependent on the constant presence of the person masquerading as a motivator. The moment you recognize the difference, you reclaim control over your focus, your mindset, and your actions. You no longer allow someone else's disguised energy drain to dictate your results. It is not easy to distance yourself from energy drainers, especially when they wear the mask of motivation. They are persuasive, charming, and convincing. But the stronger your awareness, the stronger your boundaries, the more impossible it becomes for them to take your power. You must choose to protect your spirit, even if it means walking away from someone you admire, someone you respect, or someone you thought was guiding you. So brief was the moment when you thought was guiding you. Your progress, your clarity, and your future depend on it. Remember this: no one can build your life for you. No one can fuel your dreams except your own focus, energy, and determination. Those who drain you while pretending to inspire you cannot stop your success unless you let them. Stand tall, guard your energy, and pursue your goals relentlessly. Let the false motivators fade into the background while you shine, fully energized, fully focused, and fully unstoppable. Your energy is the currency of your life. Protect it, nurture it, invest it wisely. For every person who pretends to inspire while secretly draining you, there is a version of you waiting to rise, unshaken, unbroken, and unstoppable. That is the power of discernment. That is the power of focus. That is the power to live 2026 fully alive, fully in control, and fully unstoppable. As we stand on the edge of 2026, it's time to take a hard, honest look at the people, the habits, and the choices that shape our lives. The truth is, not everyone who smiles at you, not everyone who speaks to you, and not everyone who claims to care is genuinely invested in your growth. Some will celebrate your struggles while disguising it as concern. Some will undermine your confidence while pretending to guide you. Some will distract you from your purpose while claiming to help. Others will manipulate your emotions while pretending to care. And there are those who will drain your energy while pretending to inspire you. These are not your allies. These are obstacles disguised in the clothing of familiarity, friendship, and guidance. And the harsh truth is that every hour you allow them to influence you is an hour taken from your destiny. But here is the power you hold. Every hour, every minute, every choice you make can be a declaration that you will no longer be controlled by the disguised agendas of others. Your focus is sacred. Your energy is precious. Your confidence is non-negotiable. In 2026, you must protect your heart, your mind, and your purpose with relentless vigilance. Learn to see through the masks, recognize the hidden intentions, and act decisively to guard your time and your spirit. This is not selfishness. It is the only way to honor your potential, to embrace your dreams, and to live a life that truly belongs to you. The 1 hour rule is simple yet revolutionary. Commit one focused hour each day to your growth, your vision, and your progress. 1 hour dedicated solely to building yourself, sharpening your skills, and moving closer to your purpose will compound into extraordinary results. In that hour, eliminate distractions, avoid disguised advisors, and refuse to hand over your energy to those who would drain you. Make it your sanctuary of progress, a time when your attention is fully yours and your action is fully intentional. That is the hour where your dreams begin to take shape, where your resilience strengthens, and where your courage is forged. Remember, the people who try to steer you off course, the ones who try to dim your light, cannot control your life unless you allow it. Your focus, your clarity, your courage, these are unstoppable when protected. The moment you rise above disguised concern, undermining words, distractions, emotional manipulation, and false inspiration, you claim your freedom. You claim your life. You claim 2026 as your year. Every step forward becomes purposeful. Every challenge becomes fuel, and every victory becomes a testament to your relentless dedication to yourself. So go into this year with unwavering clarity. Guard your heart, protect your energy, trust your instincts, pursue your goals with fearless determination, and never allow anyone's disguised intentions to dictate your path. This is your life, your hour, your destiny, and it is yours to command. Thank you for listening. Thank you for believing in yourself, and may God bless you abundantly as you rise, thrive, and conquer in 2026.